What's up guys, resident optician TJ here. You know, with so many goggle brands and options out there, many of them touting similar technology and features with a different name, it's refreshing when you get something in your hands that's genuinely unique. And the Zeal Optics Cloudfall falls squarely into this category. We're gonna tell you all about it and why you may want to consider adding it to your collection. For those who aren't familiar with Zeal Optics, they are part of the Maui Gym family. And if you know anything about their lenses, then you know they are the makers of some of the best optics on the planet. As you can see here, this consists of a spherical lens design, that is to say, versus a cylinder shape, which just curves one way, but this curves horizontally as well as vertically, and it mimics the shape of our eye, so that gives you less distortion throughout, no matter what part of the lens you happen to be looking through. It's also got a pretty substantial feel in the hand as well as on the face. Now you're gonna get all the premium features that one would expect from a high-end goggle model like the Cloudfall, including 100% UV protection, double beading layer of silicone on the backside for grip on the helmet or hat or otherwise. You got venting above and below, Everclear anti-fog treatment, a dual strap adjustment, as well as triple layer foam and a micro fleece outer layer. Let's talk a little bit about technical design and what really separates the Cloudfall from the rest of the pack. Observation deck technology is number one, ODT, and what this does is it replicates an eagle's eye view of the mountain and is based on the physics behind structures like air traffic control towers. It's designed so the bottom of the frame sits a little bit closer to your face, creating an angled lens that increases vertical peripheral by 20% and blocks direct incoming light from the top, giving you zero reflection on the inside of the lens. Next, you got the rail lock system. So this uses a sliding rail that guides and slides lenses easily onto the frame, while a magnetic closure, there's two down here at the bottom, locks the lens into place. Makes a nice, satisfying sound too. While the exchange isn't as intuitive as full magnetic attachments, the added assurance that the lens won't disengage from the chassis during a hard fall is noteworthy, and definitely something to consider if you're an aggressive rider or prone to the occasional rough bail. Moreover, with the rail lock system, and something I came to appreciate, is how easily you can view your phone if you need to lift up the lens while riding the lift without the concern of accidentally dropping your lens, assuming you're in a position where you need to remove it to view your screen. So just like so, you just tilt it up a little bit and then lock it right back into place and you're good to go. Okay, now let's get into Zeal's Optimum lens technology. First, we're gonna talk about two coatings that are very important to every goggle lens and unique to Zeal in the sense that they work incredibly well. First is the PermaShield hard coat. This is bonds to the polycarbonate material and is UV cured for greater adhesion and prolonged protection of the lens, so much so that when we were kind of testing it out, we were dragging keys across the front and there was nary a scratch to be found. Now don't try that because who knows, but just because we were testing its durability, I can safely say that that PermaShield hard coat did a great job. Now you got the Everclear anti-fog as well. This is a hydrophilic infusion which can't be wiped off. And according to Zeal, it resists fogging for more than 220 seconds, 10 times the industry standard. That's pretty cool. And I can say in all honesty, when we used it, fogging was nary an issue. So as I mentioned, there are three Optimum lens categories. First, you're gonna get that color filtration, which filters out the shortwave blue light, which is really harmful to the eyes. You're also gonna get color enhancement, reduce eye fatigue, protection, all that great stuff. So the first category is their Optimum, which again, color enhancement, reduce eye fatigue, healthy eye, great contrast, everything looks great. Then you got Optimum Polarized, which is actually what is on this lens you see right here, and it actually notates it polarized down there at the bottom right of the lens. So Optimum Polarized, of course, removes glare at the horizontal plane, giving you a glare-free view of the terrain in front of you, and the Optimum Polarized Automatic Plus, again, a mouthful, is the third category. And this is actually a transitional lens that goes from a category 2 to a category 3 and comes in 3 different bases. You can get a yellow, gray, or rose. So if you're one of those people that doesn't necessarily like to swap out lenses as the lighting conditions change, you want a one go-to, then Polarized Automatic Plus might be your best bet. Now, of course, you gotta try these frames on. I'm an optical nerd, so we're gonna include all the sizing specs for the goggle as well as my own, so you can get a relative idea for size and how it relates to your fit. So I'm gonna pop these babies on. Yeah, and first thing I notice again is that reduction in the frame right down here below, giving me unfettered access and viewing, especially when looking down. The range of view on the sides as well. Outstanding periphery. I lose my hands right about there. And then you got the sliding rail lock system. So boom, if you need to see something, just pop that baby up, slide it right back down, locks into place with those two magnets at the bottom, you're good to go. Now I mentioned all the good stuff, a couple personal observations. There is some forward protrusion when you're wearing it that you may have noticed. I'll pop it on one more time for you guys. Some people like a slimmed down, thinner profile that sits closer to the face overall rather than just at the bottom. So there is a bit of bulk that you can see kind of standing off, but if you're looking for that range of view and again, all the features that we mentioned, then this is still a fantastic option to consider. By the way, this is also OTG compatible, so if you like wearing your glasses uncomfortably and jamming them into the chassis of a goggle, go for it. But you don't need to do that because we have SportRx prescription inserts. That's right, you get your prescription put into this insert and it pops right into the chassis from behind as you see fit. So you still gain all the amazing benefits of the lens, just you can see more clearly. Each purchase is going to include 2 lenses, including the automatic plus, or that is the transition lens. You'll get a secondary set tint low light lens, as well as a microfiber case that doubles as a cleaning cloth with a secondary lens pocket, so you can have a little bit of protection if you're throwing it around. And it comes in recyclable packaging because Zeal is and always has been at the forefront of environmental sustainability. Oh, by the way, it's also available in low bridge fit. So if you need a little bit of extra foam right there so it stays up on the face, not pushing down, then check out that too. Last thing before we go, I wanted to notate the rail lock system, kind of what it looks like when the lens is completely off the chassis. So you can see the rails right there. But basically, you get those to line up with the sliding rail and they just lock down at the bottom. There's a couple magnets there. So that's kind of like a behind the scenes or behind the lens look at how that system works. So that's our breakdown of the Zeal Optics Cloudfall, guys. If you have this goggle, you used it before, tell us what you think. Leave it in the comment below. If there's another video or a goggle that you want us to cover, let us know. Give our Sport Opticians a call. If you have additional questions, check us out on social media. You can find us at our handle at SportRx. If you want to see another video, I think it's popping over there right now. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.